I did my Japanese health checkup today. That was fun. By that was fun, I meant not fun. So, hi. When I signed up this time, they were like, hey, do you want to do like the, I think I spoke about this on the stream one time, Mouse. But they were like, hey, do you want to do like the super expensive Giga package? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, fuck it. Let's find out everything. They were like, it's like, I think normally it's like $100. They were like, if you pay like $300, you can get a test for everything. I was like, fuck it, why not? May as well find out if I'm dying now, as opposed from like 3 years from now. I was like, yeah, sure, how bad can it be? Turns out, it's not fun. I highly regret it. Oh god, I had to do so much shit that I was like, oh god, I don't ever want to do this ever again. But my main reasoning, there was two reasons why I was like, give me the upgraded package. Let me test for all the weird shit. Because I was like, one, I thought it'd be a great story for Trash Taste, which I think it will be. And two, why not find out? Because I feel like I would never check this in the UK. I was like, you know what, I should probably just check it. You know, I should find out. Why not? Let's find out. The content? Dude. Well, now Garnt will know. Garnt will know, and Jerry will know, because they've been through the basic. I'll explain to them what happens in the premium deluxe. They'll be like, what the fuck? So this time, because I paid for the deluxe, normally you have to piss in the vial. You have to give them a vial. This time I had to like give like poop sample. I was like, what the heck? And they were like, you need to poop the day before and the morning of. I was like, man, this thing's at 8. I gotta get a poop right before. And then the one thing that I had to do that I did not fuck with was they made me like swallow barium, which I'd never done in my life before. The woman was super nice about it. And then, okay, chat, here's a thing you gotta do, all right? In Japan, there's only one phrase that scares me. There's only one phrase that if you hear this phrase, you're about to have the worst time in your life. No matter what happens in Japan, if you hear this sentence, or this word, you gotta run. Or at least you gotta lock in. If you ever hear the word gamanshite, it means to bear, or like to just like power through. Always, whenever they say that, it's just gonna be the worst time that follows. But they always say it when the worst shit is about to happen. And she was like, yeah, so you're gonna want to burp so bad. She's like, whatever you do, do not burp. I was like, okay, sure, how bad can it be? So they gave me this like glue like substance, and I drink it, and I was like, all right. And then in 2 seconds in, I was like, oh fuck, I really gotta breathe. Burp, I gotta burp so fucking bad right now. Holy fuck. She was just like, powered through, do not burp, whatever you do. And I was like, oh god, oh god. And they started like rotating me. They started like rotating me to get my stomach. I guess it's to like test if I have stomach issues, which to be fair, I feel like I wanted to do anyway, because I have had like, probably because of the amount of spicy food I ate. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I should probably find out if my stomach's fucked up. And then if I don't have anything, cool. Like a scan? Yeah, I think they like, they do some kind of scan on your stomach. They like rotate you, so like this barium lines your stomach entirely. And then they like, don't fucking burp. And I was like, okay. And then they gave me, okay, yeah, chat. And then they gave me laxatives. They were like, all right, so you gotta shit the barium out. I was like, what? And she handed me a little piece of paper in English that was like, if you still are constipated in 5 hours, take more laxatives. I was like, oh, okay. I've never taken laxatives in my life. So this is my first time taking laxatives. And that was interesting, because I asked her, because it takes me about 30 minutes to get home from where I was. I was like, so like, what's the cooldown on this? Like when I chugged this, how long I got? She was like, like an hour. I was like, all right, okay. I think I can make it back in an hour. And then I took it right away because they told me to take it. And then I was like, wait, I gotta get out of this like complex. And it took so long. So I'd calculated I had about an hour before I took the laxative to when I got home. And I thought like, I've never taken a laxative in my life, so I didn't know. All I hear about is people in like movies who take it, and then they like violently need a shit. And I was like, okay, well, okay. So I took the laxative, but I actually, dude, you have to do so many tests, but you do it in a quick amount of time. So like, for preface, before I did this test, the doctor consulted me. They were like, hey, you ever done this before? I was like, nope. I was like, they're like, okay, when was the last time you shit? And okay, she'd asked me a million questions that I just about understood, and I felt so good in Japanese. And the one question I didn't understand was she was asking me when was the last time I took a shit. And I asked her, I was like, I'm sorry, could you use easier Japanese? And she goes, unko. And I was, okay. This morning, asa, kyo asa. She was like, okay. She was like, okay. So yeah, I had to like, to preface this, she was like, I don't know why she was asking me when was the last time I shit. I think it was like, see if I was constipated for this thing. No idea why. And then after I took it, I got home. I was like, oh, I feel like this is like whatever. And I was waiting because I wanted the stream, but I was like, I was waiting. And then literally like 10 seconds after sitting down, I was like, oh Lord, oh holy moly. It was like an instant like gut punch of shit. Like it was like from zero want to need a toilet, absolutely zero to like full on 100% get to the toilet in the next 10 seconds. I've never had that in my life. It was like a biblical level of punishment. I'd never had that. It's always like even like you get like a 5-minute warning. You know what I mean? So quick. Yeah, it was instant. It was scary. Well, I mean, when you know it's coming, you're like, all right, well, I plan around it. Why do they give me a laxative? I think normally I Googled this. Apparently, you don't normally get a laxative for that procedure. But I guess in Japan, it's probably just like a precaution that like, we don't want to risk you being constipated. Just shit out the barium.